This is Magic the Gathering Arena. I am Terakai, here with Shouko. Um,
Virtual Drunk Shouko here.
yes, and I am not really virtual anything. I am virtual me, with a bottle of water.
And
So,
I have a bottle of shochu.
yes.
Specifically, it's Heihachiro sweet potato shochu. I will be pouring that now.
Mm. Are you going to pour it into the mic so that there's some ASMR going on? Oh,
It's
yes.
probably going to come across better on my end. I don't know if you can also hear that, but it
I can hear,
does
like,
make a nice sound.
I can hear, I could hear, like, a brief waterfall. And then what
Nice.
sounded like maybe like something going into the glass, like maybe an ice cube or a fork.
No, that was me just setting the bottle back down on the desk, I think.
Awesome. I don't know why there'd be a fork going into. And also, I don't know what you're drinking out of. I picture it one of those like bigger, fancy shot glasses. Do you know what? Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't drink, so I have
I
hard times with words.
Vaguely, yeah. No, this isn't a shot glass. This is like a specific shochu glass that I also got
Hmm.
as a gift. So
Hmm.
going fully traditional Japanese for this one.
Nice, nice. Is that?
And that's got
Oh,
a really good flavor too.
what did you say you're drinking again?
Shochu.
Is that thing? The 18-year-old thing?
No, no, that's Yamazaki whiskey.
Yamasaki. Okay.
I'm gonna do a special video on that at some
Oh,
point
nice, nice.
because that's that's not a thing that you come across very often. I couldn't believe my eyes when I actually saw that bottle of that in the store.
I feel like you saw that and you mentioned it and like you were debating about whether or not to get it. Uh,
Yeah, because the price point was high. I will
yes.
just say so.
Yeah, yeah. It was high enough that even someone that has quite the love of
Yeah, but in the end, I decided I'm gonna regret it if I let this chance pass by. So
yeah.
I've got to do it.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
money comes and goes, but
Yes.
drunkenness lasts forever.
Well, that also comes and goes, but the experience of knowing I've had the best Japanese whiskey
Mm.
that there is valuable.
Yeah, I guess that's
Uh,
a good point. Is like one of the best things to buy with money, potentially at least. I don't want to judge. One of the potential best things to buy with money is experience, like the
mm-hmm.
memory of something.
Right.
Yeah, I say that as someone that doesn't, uh, that's not particularly adventurous. So it's a little bit hypocritical for me, of all people, to say that. But I feel like even though it's hypocritical of me to say that, there's some potential truth there.
Yeah.
Um, oh, I also
Uh, oh, go
oh
ahead.
I just wanted to add. So I'm going into this relatively blind. I played
Mm,
some of the tutorial and
okay.
nothing else. I have played
Okay.
Hearthstone before, as you are aware, but the audience might not be,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be because I've never mentioned it before, um, unless they picked up that information via osmosis. Um, so I played Hearthstone before, and I played like analog Magic before, so I'm not new to the concept, but I am new
hmm
to Arena specifically. So this will be
It's
kind of a
it's
taste
very
test.
sleek. I think you'll have a very easy time picking it up.
The tutorial certainly made it sound, certainly made it look very streamlined. Um,
Hmm
I think the tutorial probably undersold its complexity. So that's the part that's gonna kind of, I anticipate, trip me up. But you have more experience with this game than me. That's correct, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've been playing this since I was a child, like for almost the entire history of the game.
I
But
mean like arena
Arena
specifically.
specifically,
Yeah.
yeah, I've played it a bit. These five pre-constructed decks we're going to be using,
Mm-hmm.
they're not particularly complicated.
Mm.
They're not going to be much more than what you saw in the tutorial because they're made specifically for new players.
Right. So that'll help even the playing field a bit.
Yeah, we'll do best 3 out of 5, and you can only use each deck once, but you can play whichever one you want.
Okay. So I guess I can mulligan cards.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Actually, I need to see what this looks like in OBS based on where my avatar is. Okay, I don't think I'm blocking anything important. That should be good.
I guess I should double... No, I seem to be... Oh. Okay, so... Not really knowing what to mulligan. I guess I'll just keep this hand. This doesn't seem terrible. Actually,
Generally,
no, let's mulligan this.
Generally, you want 2 to 3 lands. Well, 3 to 4 lands, not 2 to 3. But I guess it depends on what else you have too. There's been books written on whether you should mulligan in certain situations or not. So there's not really just a be all end all that I can tell you on that one.
Can I only mulligan one thing? Because the interface is kind of tripping me up a little.
No, you'll send your entire hand back if you mulligan.
Oh, you have the choice of keeping your hand or mulliganing the entire hand?
Yes. Yeah, you can't mulligan just one card.
Interesting. Okay, so I'll just keep my
hand. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Oh, and I kind of like that it automatically went to your turn because it recognized I had nothing to do.
Sometimes that's actually bad because it's like that way I know you don't have like an instant card in your hand, but
yeah, that
I know there's
true.
a way to like change that,
yeah.
But
because sometimes in Hearthstone you do try and like play mind games by waiting it out.
Right. And I mean this actually has stuff you can cast on the opponent's turn, unlike Hearthstone.
So okay.
Oh wow, that perfectly stonewalls me. Great.
So it says lifelink. Does lifelink mean that I get health back when it's damaged or something? Or when it does damage?
For each damage it deals, you gain 1 life, yeah.
Okay. Alright. I don't know why I'm looking at that. I guess, yeah. Okay, and now this card is flying. What does flying accomplish?
Flying means it can only be blocked by other creatures with flying or creatures that have the reach ability.
Okay, and I assume if I were to attack, you get to choose what blocks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So Defender generally has the advantage in combat in this game,
yes.
Unlike Hearthstone. That's a very big difference.
Yeah. Yeah, so I couldn't attack a specific monster to pick it off. I have to just...
Right.
Right. But also in this game, damage resets at the end of the turn. So
on creatures, yes.
Yeah. So I guess that's the trade-off.
Yup.
Okay. Which one's the better one to block with?
Another thing I'll tell you is that life points aren't super important, so if I were you, I would actually not block unless you can kill this thing.
Oh, okay.
Like, throwing away your Griffin just to prevent 4 damage to you, it was a huge advantage for me, because that means I've just killed one of your cards, and I have not lost any cards for it. That's like a 1 for 0 in favor of me.
Interesting. So in this game, like, your assets on the field
are much more important than your life total, yeah.
As long as you have life to spare.
Yeah, and speaking of assets on the field, I was very lucky in drawing this, and this is going to be extremely scary, but here it comes.
Well.
Yeah.
So, wait, what was the downside to that?
Well, the downside is that it normally costs 12 mana, but it costs 1 less for each power of creatures that I control. So I had 7 power worth of creatures, so it only cost 5 mana.
I see. Yeah, man, that is very powerful. Okay, well, obviously I'm doing that. Sorry, I feel... Oh, you... actually... Okay. Alright, well, this is happening. And I will end... Oh. two of your creatures are attacked. The 12/12 can't fight yet. Is that correct?
Yeah, it doesn't have haste, so it can't attack the turn it comes into play.
Okay, so this guy.
Oh, no, it can block though.
Oh, it can
It
block.
just can't attack. Yeah.
Okay. So then I won't attack.
You probably should have attacked with the Griffin unless you're planning on blocking with it.
Why is that?
Because it has flying and I couldn't block the Griffin.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
Let's see. I don't play that. My let's see. Can't be blocked by more than one creature.
Okay. All right. So I pick which one is blocking which.
Yeah.
So this.
But the 12/12 does have trample, so every extra damage that it doesn't need to do to the creature will go directly to your life, even if you block.
I see. So blocking is not super effective with that.
Right. You're basically just gonna get your creature eaten, and you're gonna prevent I mean, the most you could prevent is 5 damage of it, and then he'd still hit you for 10.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine because I have. Well, I guess first let's play the planes, and then let's do this.
Damn. Yeah, I figured you probably had that.
So I guess I'm playing this. Let's do this one. I'm going to. Yeah, it makes sense to attack here. Yeah, it makes sense to attack. And yes. Actually, my guy had life link, so that healed it, but I didn't consider the fact that both my creatures would now be tacked.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, you're basically you gained 3 and you're gonna take 3, but your Griffin also dealt damage, so I mean it's kind of even.
Yeah, I guess it worked in the end. I just didn't consider one potentially critical factor.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that one can't. Okay. What am I doing now? Do I do anything now? No, I'm not gonna. This is interesting because it feels like there's a lot more potential to play a defensive game with this this style. Although I also might not understand how to play correctly yet, so it's possible that I'm missing obvious plays.
I would have probably attacked with the Griffin again.
I considered that, but I kind of thought I wanted to have myself open to defend with the Griffin on your 1/1 potentially.
Well, see, I would probably not attack with the 1/1 just because your 2 other guys just would eat it.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm also playing green, which has a lot of combat tricks. So if I had drawn one of those, the 1/1 could have actually killed you. Yeah. So it depending on whether you thought that was what was going to happen, leaving the Griffin back would actually be a smart play.
Right. The other thing I was thinking is the damage to you right now is probably not that important because you're just so far away from death anyways.
Yeah, but it is important to get it in when you can too, because just waiting for an all-out alpha strike doesn't really help either.
Right. All right. So this is a bad turn for me. Shit. Am I dead? No, I'm not dead. I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe I'm dead depending on what you got. Okay, yeah. I have no choice but not to attack.
Okay. Let's...
One thing I'm noticing, in Hearthstone, one of the biggest assets you can get is card draws, so as to cycle through your deck quicker.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't encountered any card draw cards yet in Arena. Is that much of a thing here?
Very. It's even more important here than Hearthstone. It's just that white is not a color that gets that.
Right. Okay.
It's mostly blue and green and black that get it.
I see. Okay.
Okay, what was I going to do if I attack
I'm like stroking my chin and stuff. And it's like I'm like, obviously that doesn't show up on the character. I hope it doesn't interfere with the character either.
No, it doesn't, because I do that very frequently too, and I've noticed it doesn't do anything.
Excellent. Alright, so... if I block with 2, I guess I could kill it, but then I'd lose 2 creatures, which is probably pretty bad right now. So I guess I'll just have to accept the fact that you're eating one of my creatures.
Well, if you had blocked with the Daybreak Chaplain and the Griffin, my guy only did 5 damage, so I would have only been able to kill one of your creatures.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so on the second creature... So it doesn't deal 5 damage to each creature?
Oh, no. It's split.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, oh, sorry. I thought you knew that. I would have mentioned that. Otherwise, yeah, the damage, I would have had to split it between your 2 guys. So if I did 5 to the Chaplain, I would not have been able to do any to the Griffin.
Interesting. So I guess I might as well just tell you, I have a card called Tactical Advantage, diminished somewhat by the fact that I just told you I have it.
Yeah.
What the card does is target blocking or blocked creature you control gets 2/2 until the end of the turn. So I want to use Tactical Advantage on my Daybreak Chaplain, giving it 2/2. The reason I can't use it is because the creature's not blocking right now. But the creature would be blocking on your turn, so I can't use a card on your turn. So
if it's an instant, you can use a card on my turn.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, this isn't like Hearthstone. That's you, and also if it's being, I think you said blocking or blocked, right?
Yes.
So yeah, you could also use that if your guy attacks, but attacking with that guy is probably not a good idea right now.
Yeah, no, So that's good to know.
Now that I know you have that, I'm not going to attack though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that in of itself isn't so bad for me because I mean.
Yeah, this isn't like a serious match or anything. This is just learning the game. Oh. Okay.
I've been waiting for a while to be able to use that. It does a lot of things. Many of these I'm not sure about. Indestructible. What's that?
It's exactly what it says. It just can't.
It can't be killed?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There are ways to do it. Like, if you lower his toughness to 0, that would do it. But,
Does it just mean that it can't be destroyed with, like, a magic spell?
No, it also cannot be killed in combat.
Interesting. This seems like I mean, I guess, it's an 8 land card, so it would be pretty OP, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, I would venture a guess that this is probably this deck's trump card.
Yes.
I doubt it has better.
A double strike too. Oh god. Okay.
I assume double strike means it can attack twice.
No, double strike means it deals its combat damage twice. So and one of the first, it also deals first strike combat damage. So like that means he actually deals his damage before my creature would deal damage.
Right.
Well, he would deal 4 before my creature deals damage, and then he'd do his other 4 at the same time as my creature dealt damage.
Interesting.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Oh boy, that really changed things.
Yeah. This is, I mean, I feel like, well, I was going to say I feel like you still have the advantage. It's kind of hard to say, I think. At least with what's on the field right now. Like, you probably still have your trump card still in your deck, so...
My trump card is the 12/12, which you already killed.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out
Yeah.
what I should do now.
I kind of was lucky there that I had a hard counter to it.
Yeah. Okay. Does that do anything? No. Alright. If this guy, he gets killed by that, he gets killed by that, he gets killed by that, and that's just...
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. Like, you have to, in this game, it seems like you have to really... Like, whether or not to attack seems like the big strategy point in this game.
Yeah,
more so than it was in Hearthstone.
And I am not going to do that.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I have not a heck of a lot. I guess, let me think.
The other thing is your big guy also has vigilance, which means he does not tap to attack.
Oh, so there's no... It sounds like there's basically no downside to using him to attack. Is that correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so I might as well attack with him. Do I want to maybe attack with my life link guy too? No, because you can kill the life link guy. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do the one attack.
Yeah, I got nothing that can even block that guy.
Oh yeah, because he's flying as well. Jeez, this guy has like every status effect.
Yes, he does.
Jeez, this guy's OP. How do you... Like, what is the counter to this guy?
There's cards that would say, like, exile target creature, and that would just remove him from the game, because it wouldn't be killing him.
I see.
There are cards that I could just tap him down with, but green doesn't really get anything like that.
Right.
There are other things that say, like, target creature gets -X until end of turn. So if his toughness goes to 0, he would just automatically die as a state-based effect of the game, because if he has 0 life, he can't be alive. So even though he's indestructible, he would still die from that.
It just seems like a really... Okay. Okay, so how do I want to handle this? This will counter that. This will counter that. This will counter that. I think I countered them correctly. Oh, I see. Interesting. So what happens now?
Now you could cast your tactical advantage, but I don't believe it will save you, because you'll be taking... You would go up to 6, but you're gonna take 9 from... Or wait, you would go up to 8 if you boosted your lifelinker guy by +2/+2.
Right.
Because you would gain 5 life, but this guy's gonna hit you for 9.
Yeah, I guess I'll do it anyways, just for the sake of having the... Because there's no reason not to, but I think you won.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What you should have done there was block the 5/5, letting the 1/1... Like, there was no reason to need to kill the 1/1 there.
I'll be honest, I didn't realize that the 5/5 was attacking as well.
Oh, because he had vigilance also. Yeah, he wasn't tapped.
So I see, because he has vigilance, it doesn't show up as a tap.
It did show up as him attacking, he just didn't turn sideways.
I see, and I was looking specifically for the turn sideways.
Yeah.
I see, okay. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Interesting.
Alright, I will challenge you again for game 2, and I will pick a different deck.
No. This is... Okay, I'll keep.
Okay. Ah, you're playing the green deck this time.
Yeah. Alright. So...
Okay. What does this do? No, I don't want that.
Interesting. Sorry, I feel bad like reading the cards because I feel like.
Oh, that's completely fine. Take however much time you need. Well, I think the game will. Actually, I don't know if you have a timer on friendly matches or not.
I don't think we do. I just feel like it's not engaging watching to just see me staring blankly at a card.
Yeah, it is what it is. No one wants to see you rush either.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. What does Death Touch mean?
Death Touch means any amount of combat damage that the creature deals will kill whatever it is battling with.
Okay. So you know what? Let's make that trade. Ah, shit. Oh, well, obviously this happened. Sure. I don't actually think this accomplishes much of anything.
No. You were tapped out. See, that's another thing I should go over. It's generally better to play your stuff after combat, just because if you had attacked with that guy with your lands open, I would have thought you probably had that Titanic growth, so I wouldn't have blocked.
Oh, okay.
But since you were tapped out, I knew you couldn't cast anything, so it was just safe to block with that guy.
I see, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. Kind of gives me a bit of a Yu-Gi-Oh vibe where you play your counters during combat itself. Like you activate my
pretty
trap card,
much.
even though you don't actually place the trap card first. You just play it whenever you want to play it.
Right.
Okay. No. What did that do?
It drained you for one and gave it to me.
I see. Okay.
You can always just hover over my cards to see what they do too.
Yeah, I hover over it and ask at the same time out of laziness. Let me think for a sec. If I do all attack here, I think this makes sense. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I basically wanted that guy to die because the creature token it makes is a lot more powerful than he was.
I didn't. Interesting. Interesting. I made a mistake there. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm really not following what Black does all that well.
Black doesn't normally do this. This is just specifically a zombie deck. So all these cards that buff zombies are in here. But Black is basically about stuff happening when your own creatures die and then bringing them back.
Are you attacking right now?
I am not doing anything right now because it's your priority.
Why? What could I do right now?
You might have an instant in your hand.
But what would that accomplish?
It doesn't. I don't know if it would accomplish anything. Just the fact that you have an instant means it switches priority to you after I do something.
But you didn't do an attack.
I'm going to. It's just not that time of my turn yet. It's waiting on you to select whether you're doing anything or not.
I see. Okay, I was just confused.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it is confusing.
Okay. Okay. And then unfortunately, because your guys have death touch, it's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But that is a lot of damage to just let through also. And I mean, you've already cast the Titanic Growth now, but
yeah. Well, no. I was definitely blocking one. It was just a question of whether or not I wanted to
block
do
the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, play the forest first. And then I don't think it makes any sense to attack in this situation. Okay. God damn it, you got death touch.
Yeah, Death Touch is pretty serious.
And then the other guy has flying, so I can't, like...
Yeah, he can't even be blocked.
Yeah. So if I attack the 2/2 and the 1/3 with the death touch guy...
He will kill them both, yes.
Okay. But he will die as well.
Yeah.
Okay. That's risky. You know what? I don't have to make that trade right now. Or did I? Oh, maybe I should have made that trade. You know what? Yeah, I should have made that trade. Because now you're one turn away from killing me, and you could do it with the flying guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Oh. Okay. Well... Okay, this is good. Okay. Are you ready for my trump card?
I am. Is it the forest?
Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on. Right. Here we go. Boom.
Ooh, nice.
I don't think it matters.
No.
In fact, I know it doesn't matter because the flying guy alone kills me. Just take me. Just take me.
Okay. I actually had a quest to attack with 45 creatures, so I had to attack with all of them.
Yeah, that's fine.